watching KPVI, news that works for you.
Taking a look at our current conditions right now. Pretty clear skies, pretty clear conditions. 71 degrees at the airport with that relative humidity at 27%, light winds at 8 miles per hour, about 72 in town. Idaho Falls, 75 degrees with clear skies and that relative humidity at 23%. So storm tracker weather. Pretty high and dry right now. We just see a few high clouds making their way through southeast Idaho. You can see that southwest to northeast flow making its way through the region. Zooming out just a little bit, you can see much of the Pacific Northwest in the clear. Just a little bit of light activity in through parts of Canada, but that high pressure will be building up for much of the week before we get a little bit of windy conditions later on in the week. But for the next few days, like we mentioned, high and dry. We're going to have dry conditions. We're going to have some light winds, and we're going to have some very warm temperatures. So for tonight, clear skies. It's going to take us a while to get to these low temperatures. For much of the evening, we're expected to remain in the 60s, but eventually get down into the 50s for parts of Pocatello, Blackfoot, and Idaho Falls. And then for parts of the highlands and western Wyoming, clear skies as well, with overnight lows in the 40s to low 50s. So we're looking at the central mountains tonight. We're looking at clear skies, maybe just a few high clouds passing through, but once again, 40s and low to mid 50s for those overnight lows. Now tomorrow begins a bit of that warming trend with sunshine and the warm conditions. Yeah, looking at that, getting up to 92 degrees for parts of Salmon and Chalice, 80s for Leadore, Stanley, Mackay, and Arco. In through the highlands, in through the Teton area, yeah, we're looking at 86 for the high in Jackson, 84 the high in Island Park, just a few clouds passing through. Then through the Snake River Plain, yeah, this is where we get a little roasty toasty. 95 the high for Pocatello, Blackfoot, 92 the high, Rexburg, 93, 92 for Idaho Falls, 90s also for American Falls and St. Anthony. So as we take a look at your Southeast Idaho Chevy dealer 7-day forecast, yeah, we're going to call this the Buster Poindexter forecast because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're feeling hot, 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 and we're looking to get some just a little bit of cooling making its way in through the region. Not much, though. 86 for the high on Thursday, 88 for the high on Friday, and those breezy conditions can be anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour. But for the next few days as we make our way into the work week and school week, we're looking at 90s to kick off that school year. Idaho Falls also looking for the hot conditions, 93, 94 for Tuesday and Wednesday, into the 80s for Thursday and Friday, back up in the 90s by next weekend with lows in the 50s. Rexburg 7-day forecast, hot conditions for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, backing off just a little bit Thursday and Friday, but once again, those winds will pick up as more clouds make their way into the region. Now for Jackson, Afton, and Driggs, now this is where you want to be. Yeah, 86 for the high, just very nice conditions. Lows getting down into the 40s, so not too bad, but right about where we should be for this time of year. Winds picking up for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And finally for the Central Mountains, looking for the high in the 90s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Daytime highs in the 80s by Thursday and Friday.